What's up, guys? So it is Monday, I think the 2nd. We're in August finally. July seemed 38 minutes long. Years, whatever. A little sweaty. So I had to do some running around this morning. First thing, before she even left, I had to add some Freon to the wifey's car. The AC was blowing not very cold yesterday. So needed to do that. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. Had to carry a bunch of crap upstairs. So here's something funny. If you guys recall, at the old place in this kind of spot, so to speak, oven there, I had that magnetic rack for all my knifey knives. Unfortunately, that's a fridge. Can't do that. So we ended up, while we were at IKEA, getting this wooden knife drawer, which was fine. I measured and everything ahead of time to make sure it would fit. Unfortunately, the drawer was shorter than I thought. So actually I gotta empty this drawer out here. So I measured the width of the drawer. I didn't measure the depth of the drawer. So the drawer is 18 and a half, thereabouts, inches. Whereas the other scissors, the thingy-hoo was 19 inches. So cut the end off. Just looks like a cool boat now. So let me see here. Oh yeah, fits nice. The handles for the screws are a little weird. So one thing I think I'm going to do is just run a small screw through that into the drawer so it's not like shifting about. But that means that I can put my nice knives in here and they'll be somewhat protected, because guys, if you've got good knives, I mean, they don't have to be high end, but a real good knife, not just some BS butter knife or bread knife. You want to protect the blades. Don't just throw them in a drawer. That's why I had mine up on the magnetic dealie. The wifey, in her infinite wisdom, just threw all my knives in the frickin' drawer when we moved in, and I'm like, that ain't gonna fly, lady. So I'm gonna do that. So tiny improvements around here. I know it's funny. It's just things we got to do while we're moving in. That's an interesting spot. Key rack. We're gonna put artwork and stuff up around here, or pictures. We have our hand stitched welcome home sign my mom made. We'll put that up eventually. We got all the artwork, the puzzles, all that stuff. Still got to figure out where all that's going to be. I've been going through the tubs, so I minimized these down to a few. I'm going to, I think each day, at least try to get through one of those tubs. Other thing is, there was no hand towel racks or rings in either bathroom. I already put one in our bathroom. I grabbed another one, cheapy, like 15 bucks. Gonna hang that up in the secondary bathroom, which is basically my bathroom. I also grabbed some Velcro command strips, because I know I'm gonna need more, and I don't know where mine all went. My mom gave us this little basket dealie, and since the wife is looking for storage solutions for under cabinets and whatnot, I figured that can help a little. Another thing, so I showed the video, I think, about the sink leaking. So I bought a thing for that. I gotta walk through here. It's a much longer walk now to get around than the old place. So I bought this guy, which is just a standard extension. But I didn't feel like chopping pipes as much, so I went and I grabbed one of these extendy boys. It's shorter, plus it's flexible, so it can hopefully get in there without having to chop much at all. But I'm tired of not really being able to use this sink, and I'm scared that basically if I use it again to the degree I washed my face and all the water came out. So I gotta drop the P-trap, catch all that water, put that thingy up in there. Speaking of which, where is the purple thingy? Oh, it's in there. Okay. So, the other thing I got for shooting videos, ring light. The guitar. So I got that at Walmart for some amount of money. I wanted a ring light, like a proper one. I've been using my fake ring light for years, and it's just time to get rid of that. This one has a remote. It's got different settings and whatnot. So I'm okay with that. All right, so I'm going to drill. Let me find a small thing. I'm going to drill a little hole in this guy so I can secure it inside the drawer. Seems pretty, quarter inch or so. So I can do that. And then I'm going to eat some lunch and then basically get to work on everything. I'm already hot, so. There we go. Simple little screw. Holding it down. It ain't going nowhere. My knives are safe. But now I gotta figure out what to do with all that shit. So one thing about it is, we have drawer space, but none of it's really good. As you can see here. Like, this, like, see, look, that's what she did with all the other knives. They're just thrown back in there. So if you really want a knife, you got to reach back in there and get it. So that's not fun. Back to it, or something. Look at my hair. I gotta cut my hair eventually. I think I'm gonna empty out that silverware drawer of a bit of stuff. Yep. So this is odd. Look, I've got the ring light in my eyes. I'm ready to be a beauty or a fashion YouTuber. The one that sucks is that the cold shoe mount is on a springy thing. I don't know why they wouldn't just have a solid one. It's also very bright in my eyeballs, so I need to see. Go up a little. Let's go up. But you gotta get closer. So the thing is, I have a remote for it. However, I gotta find AAA batteries. So what I think I'll do is I'll use this in combination with my other lights. Like say for when I'm doing in the kitchen videos, I definitely want this as my main light with the camera. I'll probably use this setup for doing live streams as well, because I can mount the webcam on the thingy. It's just a normal mount. That's a screw-in mount. This is pretty cool, and it does have some adjustment here. So I can change the warmness. It's hard to look at. But now I look like an anime character who's mad. Then you got the brightness. You can crank it way up. Balls, that's bright. Okay. Make it nice and low and moody. Here we go. So if you have the remote, that's an easy fix. Let's see. Add a little more coolness. More brightness here. Go full brightness. See what boogers in my nose. I'm just messing around. So I was eating some Mexican candy stuff from these guys that are local. Zay's Dulces. Dulce? Either way. Pretty cool stuff. It's not something I'd eat all the time. It was like the watermelon Sour Patch Kids or whatever. And then also Gushers. Gushers were pretty cool. And as one of his customers was definitely right, the blue and the green were better than the red and the orange. So, but that's that. I'm just sitting here doing whatever. I will say that one thing that sucks about the light, I guess they must have like leaned it up against the inside. It comes in a carrying bag, which is interesting, but now I got some black shit, like almost looks like it's melted to a chunk of the light. Maybe there was just something that dripped on it. I like the fact that it comes in a carrying bag. That's pretty cool. I don't think that you can get the big ass tripod mount in there though, which that is a gnarly tripod. Like it's a big fat version of the tiny ones that I use for my other two lights. So if I use those for side lighting and I use this as my main lighting, I think I can have a better looking deal. So like the kitchen lights, as they are really bright, but they are spots, you know. Then we have the two dangly bit lights right there coming down from the ceiling. Those aren't going to do a lot to help me unless I'm like directly under them. And currently, I'm not sure how I'm going to shoot in the kitchen videos. It's warm. I really got to cut my hair. This is getting too ridiculous. is what it is. It's so damn hot. It's cooler today because there's rain coming. So it's like a high of 85 where it's been like high of 95 plus heat index plus humidity. So it's supposed to be cooler the next couple days. But that was funny. I was looking back through Facebook this morning at memories and whatnot, and you could easily see the day where it was that random, really cool beginning of August. It was like 70 something in the morning. I missed that. We had that really cold July for some reason a couple years ago, which was awesome. I'm trying to fix my collar here. I like these shirts, but sometimes they do that. But either way, I'm done messing around. But I might actually keep using this, so when I go in the room here in a bit, I'm going to do a couple more handyman things around the house here. And then I'm going to go do that. I might leave this up for lighting purposes to film the other thing. Like I said, this is... I mean, the springy thing is pretty sturdy, but this whole dealie overall is kind of whatever. I'm surprised they don't have like a bouncy, like a suspension dealie in the middle of the light. I wish it was just a rod, not this thing. But either way, I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna finish watching Two Bears, One Cave. I'm gonna eat me a tuna sandwich, and then continue my day. So fun times. But hey, new ring light, yay! Also, I know I have more AAA batteries. Gotta find them. So all right. So if you saw the video from before, so that basically the gray pipe ended round about here, and this was basically slipping off. So got this extension. I cut off that much of it, and then this new extension goes all the way to here. I think the biggest problem is that this is an 1.5 inch pipe going to 1.25 inch pipe, and the gap wasn't very tight. So what I've got going here is the original 1.5 inch seal is now butt up against this 1.25 inch seal as tight as can possibly go. This ain't moving anywhere, so in theory that'll leak. It won't leak. I'm leaving this under here. By the way, gross hair clump from previous owners. Leaving that under there for now, and then going to use the sink as it goes and hope for the best. Kind of stinks under here a little bit. What's up, guys? So I'm at home. Technically should be at work. But apparently I strained things a little bit in the nether regions. And I'd love to say that it was because I was doing something fun and inappropriate to talk about on the internet. But no. In theory, it's basically just been the physical stress even ever since we moved. Because if you see, through the previous vlogs, how much pain I was in, how tired I was. I had major pain in my right thigh. Especially down the front and then down the side a little bit. Yesterday was a particularly rough day at work. Very physical job. Moving a lot of stuff, pushing very heavy items on wheels that don't always want to roll the direction they need to move. Or sudden abrupt stopping of pushing heavy thing. Now, that isn't to say that this particular injury or strain came from, or happened at, I'm specifying, happened at work versus came from work. It happened last night as we were going to bed. Once again, I wish it was something fun. I was literally just turning over. And like, normally turn over from one side to the other via your back. This time I turned over via my stomach. And just the particular way of pushing off the bed with my leg felt a pop. And I figured, hurts a little bit. It's bedtime. I'll just rest it off. Go to get out of bed this morning and ow. Tried to walk it off, tried to stretch it out, thinking that maybe it was just some tightness. So as it stands, or sits, I'm waiting to go to my doctor. Unfortunately, I can't get in there today. If things get worse, I will go to an urgent care. But it feels like basically I just strained things too far. Um, like I said, I think what initially happened was everything in that area was just real, not just my groin, but thigh, that hip area was just already pushed to its limits from when we moved. Now, mind you, that's been a couple weeks, but it doesn't mean that I had any time to take it easy. And it's just basically once you just get pushed to the point, sometimes all it takes is that last little awkward movement. And so taking it easy today. I would love to be moving stuff around in the cave. I do have to finish editing vlogs and things like that. I might unpack some robots that aren't very big that I can just open up, but bending over, picking stuff up, not a good idea right now. I did that earlier and it did not feel great. I don't believe I have a hernia. I think I just pulled my groin. And I think it is going to sound funny and maybe TMI for you guys. I think the particular pair of boxers I'm wearing has a little bit of a run in one of the seams, which created a very awkward feeling in a certain area that I thought was related to said injury, but may have been only related to my boxers being weird. Um, so, right now, I'm just icing, just trying to keep any swelling that might be happening down or whatever. Once again, it's not in a specific sensitive area, it's next door. So, I just don't want to show things, terms of service and whatnot. I'm wearing pants. Either way, my bosses were not happy about it because we already have a ton of people out on injury. And I told them, I was like, look, I can work the easier part of the job, but the harder part that I've been doing for weeks, I cannot do that. It's like if I tried to do it right now, I might injure myself severely. Right now it's kind of minor and an inconvenience. But pushing too hard might put me out for a long time if we're not careful. Um, you got to think about this, uh, pro athletes can get a groin strain or sprain or pull or whatever you want to call it, and they'll be out for 6 weeks. And those are people who are in shape and young-ish. You know, who work out for a living and do all these other things. I'm a fat old guy. You know, I'm a short, fat, out of shape, older gentleman. So my luck on recovery from a severe uh, groin strain would probably put me out for a while. It's been a while since I had one this bad. Every now and then I'll get one where I just did something kind of dumb, and it's just like, God, this is annoying. Especially with the vehicles that I use or drive. The stepping in and out of them can be a little awkward and cumbersome when you can't spread your legs much due to the strain. So, like I said, right now, today, I'm going to try to take it easy. I'm just bullshitting watching YouTube for right now. I wanted to shoot the first new in the kitchen video today, but I guess that just wholly depends on when FedEx gets here. I have no concept of when FedEx comes by our new place. And hopefully they bring the package up here. It's going to be a good sized box, the one that I'm waiting on today. I have a box already. I hope they bring it up here because going up and downstairs is a pain in the ass. Actually, technically, it's a pain in the groin and the leg. But I think that, frankly, I just overdone it. My right leg is my longer leg, which is a weird thing to say, but I discovered back in high school that my right leg was not only more flexible, but was actually a longer leg by enough that, say, if I was on a bicycle, if I'm on just a bicycle on the seat, I can turn the thing with one foot and the other foot is not contacting the pedal at the same rate. It's weird. It's an awkward feeling. But for my right leg, which I guess would technically be probably my main pushing leg, which is probably how it got, overly strained. That being my more dominant leg. But then also at work, with what I've been doing lately, I do a lot of leaning over onto my left leg, which was making my left knee hurt like a motherfucker. And, of course, my car is a standard, so driving that kind of sucks when your knee and your ankle and stuff are hurting. Phlegm. Well, I guess I could tell it's probably not a real hernia, because if I cough that hard with a hernia, things would probably be falling out of me. Gross, I know. This sucks, because I still have all that crap to do, and I've been needing the time to do it. I have the time, but unfortunately, I should not be moving things around, I'm trying to keep my leg in a position where it's actually going to be okay. What was I doing with my foot? That's weird. Either way, so I'll come back here in a couple hours, see what's going on. Like I said, hopefully that box comes in. It'll be fun to be able to shoot another video. I'm getting all new lights and everything set up. I have no idea how I'm going to shoot an in the kitchen video in this new kitchen, or with this much road noise. So, it is what it is.